Welcome to Bibl Rocks.
Hi everybody, how are you doing?
Hi. Today it's hot, and not only because of the weather. The 100-watt super lead 1971 is cooking, and the 74, I think.
74.
50-watt JMP. Back to the roots, so to say.
Mm-hmm. This is the mother.
The blueprint of all amps.
The blueprint of all amps. Yeah, really?
I would say, let's say from the English.
Yeah, because I know a guy who always tells me about Leo Fender.
Nothing to say against this, because Leo Fender built the first Marshall. So
I see, yeah. He did it, the basement was the blueprint of the
That's
blueprint.
true, but the step, especially in the 70s, beginning with the real blacks and not the GTM 45 or GTM 100, that's the real rock and roll amp in my world. And every amp you see here is similar to these two in a way. Yes, in a way.
Did you ever met Jim Marshall?
No, sorry to say.
I
no.
did, I have to say that.
He was in Vienna, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met him, and every day he had a bottle of whiskey.
The whiskey I got too.
Yeah. But by the way, whiskey, there are two possibilities. You got an amp called whiskey. Is this a blueprint of the? Is this a copy of the blueprint?
No, that's no. I don't have it. Our friend Bernhard Locker has.
Oh, I'm angry about him. Is it a nice amp?
Yeah, it's a good amp.
Isn't it?
It's a 65. It's a 65 Marshall. Now, but let's go back to the old guys.
The blueprint
I
of all
play
amps.
today about over the 100-watt, and you take the 50-watt.
Yeah, I like this because I have a Kemper impulse response. We did it a long time ago. We're gonna offer you this impulse response, not impulse, what is it called?
Profile.
Profile. It's a whole profile, and I fixed it. So I did some edits on it and put some nice delay and effects on it.
Oh.
And yeah, you can order it, and you'll see an insert now where you can order it.
Yeah, the shop is growing.
The shop is growing, and we're gonna do nice stuff. We're gonna do next time this 100.
The grow shop, yes. In the near future, we have the IRs. I told about it last time, from my really, really fine cabinets. And yes, so it goes on and on and on.
So what was first, the 100 or the 50? What
the 100.
In the history?
No, I'm not sure. Maybe it was from the beginning 150. Mm-hmm. There are also 50 Plexis. Yeah, the black flag, the famous black flag, which is very, very expensive. And I would say that's the amp Angus uses for the studio. But these are also not bad, and especially this one. Every Marshall is different. Every Marshall I played is different. But in a way, you can say that's the headroom monster with a little bit more possibility for nice clean and grunge, and that's the more mid-range, high-gain monster. For this, you don't need really any pedal.
To boost and get more gain out of it.
I think with this amp you are fine. It's okay having something to lean on.
Yeah, sure.
But it's really not. Even with him, it's possible. I haven't cranked him really I will demonstrate the level of gain. That's okay for a Strat. That's really a fine crunch. Very, very,
How much
very
did you turn it up, the volume knob?
10. That's for it. That's. So that's really a really fine crunch. Maybe for solo, I would jump on something.
But this must be very loud on stage, I think.
It's very loud, yeah. I think everything about noon is fine. Maybe turning the bass a little down and the volume between 10 and 12. The good thing is that's the difference to the reissues and to the other newer Plexi-like amps. There is a big step in the last 3 or 4 on the volume. On a reissue and on newer 100-watt amps, that's not really the best thing you could do. Crank them on 10.
Okay.
Best sound is where they have to begin to work, the power station, and that's okay. Everything over this, on some amps it's okay, but on the old amps, it's where the party begins. On the old amps, because they have no master and no pre-gain, it's where it begins to crunch. If you turn it, let's say, 12 o'clock, that's a little bit, that's not high gain. It's a fine sound, but it's not, but if I crank it, and turn down the bass a little bit, at least I do this.
So as far as I am concerned, I think, and what I heard now, was that if you don't turn off the bass, it begins to sag a little bit on the lower notes, like.
You have to like this.
That was perfect when you turned it low.
Yeah.
So,
Jeff Beck, for instance, has it on 0.
but I mean, Jeff Beck doesn't play like Iron Maiden or.
And he plays with fingers. Also, for him, bass would be even worse. But I think a lot of guys turn down the bass very low. And I wouldn't, not 0, yeah, okay, would also work. Especially when I use something tube screamer like the King of Dawn. That's cool.
So what I think is that some of these pedals cut the bass.
Yeah, they do.
And that makes it much more.
Yeah. That was the good thing and the success of the tube screamer, because it cuts bass, boosts mid-range, and was, I think, the first this direction, which on the King of Dawn is not so extreme. It does cut a little bit bass, but not so, and has not this mid-hump. And you can dial in and choose between overdrive and boost. I think the boost is even better. Love it. And I would wish the cabinet would.
Yeah, you play through the Sir. We have to tell you that he's playing through the Sir impulse response.
Yeah, and it's the
reactive load. This,
reactive load,
reactive load.
And it's from my cabinet.
And this is what Gamow did?
Yeah.
So you have to check out Andreas Gamow's impulse response. Soon we have them on our web shop at Bibl Rocks.
Especially my cabinet.
Yeah.
And Andreas Gamow has every cabinet you can dream of.
Okay, people, we have to say something. We offer you the best presets on our website from this 50 Marshall, the Kemper profile, and soon you're gonna get these nice impulse responses.
From the Holy Grail pre-roller 69.
Great
412.
cabinets and
from the Orange too. The Orange is a very good cabinet. It's an old one, 70s, with 30s. Old lessons, but not Greenback 25, but Greenback 30. Cool.
So if you buy those profiles and responses, please write a comment and give us a response on it, an impulse response on this.
Yeah, but let's hear the
50. This is my favorite amp. I have to tell you that. This is the holy grail of the mother of invention. So no pedal on it.
Nope.
This is my favorite Marshall sound. This clean sound, I really
Clean
like
sound.
it. Yeah, very inspiring for me.
I
really
don't
like
think
it.
you need something else.
No, even
and
for-
it's loud enough if you want to. It's not too loud.
I
50 watt is
didn't
okay.
never used an 50 on stage.
Should work.
Should work with a 212 cabinet.
No, 412.
4.
That's the
Always.
perfect. That's the perfect combination. The perfect pack.
So I have to get a gig with this amp.
Yes, we all have to get gigs.
We have to get gigs together. So please buy T-shirts. T-shirts on our website.
Yeah, and the 100 watt gains, obviously, also perfect. That's the difference, what I recognized. I have a lot of good amps here, as we know, but nothing beats the dynamic range of the 100 watt. Really every stage of volume knob, even the lowest is, when it begins to sound, I think the secret is, if it's really loud, if the amp is really loud, there's no problem having low volume. The problem begins when the amp is not loud, because you don't hear the low volume setting from your amp. You only hear it, let's say, if it's really low volume, you hear only high gain, treble, 10. But if you have it in this volume setting, you can play with every setting, and it's fine. Every setting is fine and fits perfect to the music. That's the difference, because it's fine having high gain, mid-range, power, cool, but not always. For most of the parts, so guitars should play. It's very fine. Changing pickups, changing volume, level.
What we need is the wizard, the Bibl.
So
Leo product.
Tom is talking. Tom, I hear something. The wizard pedal, okay, we wait. Tom will buy it and we will test it.
I have this shuffer, and when I use this solo tellers in front of this 50 Marshall, it sounds nice. What do you think?
I'm sure.
Without, and now with the replica. Yeah.
Really good. And the real good thing about this, or some guys would say, oh, they always sound the same.
Who says that?
Yeah, everybody.
Really?
Which is okay, because everybody sounds the same. That's the secret. Every guy has his sound, or tries at least to get his sound. Whatever equipment you give him, he will find his sound. But the guy himself, we feel it. We feel this.
It has to be inspiring for us. That's the reason why we always buy pedals and
from a producer's aspect, these sounds, they are so easy to treat. That's the good thing. Perfect.
Yeah,
It's so dense and full, and you okay if you say let's give some presents, you give presents. It's here. If the sound from the beginning is thin and scooped, you have too many things on a.
But this is the problem with all those VI amps, simulations and everything.
Yeah. You have to use them as they are and say, okay, but maybe they suck a little bit in the mix.
They suck in the mix and they have a lot of noise in the upper range and in the mids and phase.
Maybe a little unpleasant treble, and this is perfect. Maybe there is some possibility for tweaking. I didn't tweak, a little bit tweaking, but it's, let's say, everything on 1230.
Yeah, great.
Now let's play the riff from the beginning with with a little bit more volume.
What do you mean, with a playback?
Yes, with
Great,
drums and bass,
yeah, let's do that.
Okay, start the playback. funny toys what we have here.
Jack.
We both are using our funny fast faces, which is always cool.
Yeah, but it was a little bit too silent.
In the real dance rocky playback, it's not. I have to say this one will survive all this from all the others. But there are other advantages of this.
Yeah, this one we have to. There are 3 modes, and I think they sound very different, very nice.
Yeah, super, cool playing.
Yeah, this pedal is very inspiring.
Yes, talk. That's the real talk book, talking book.
It looks like Tom is talking. You know what I mean? You can see exactly what the knobs are for.
That's an insider.
Yeah, everything is an insider.
Yeah, okay, friends. Was a pleasure.
Yeah, but finally we have to send a message to you. And this message would be just do what you like, just buy the amps you like, and each amp is very special.
Don't listen to the naysayers who are shouting to you, turn down the guitar volume.
Don't play guitar, just play a computer game or something. This is shit. And buy an amp, buy a pedal, buy a guitar, buy more guitars.
Buy T-shirts. No, please subscribe. We would appreciate very much.
Yeah, and we're gonna do something live next time.
Yeah, sure.
In the next.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Why not? Let's do it live. We always are live. This is the only difference. Is there's no possibility for some friends to ask something. What we do is live.
But on Wednesday we're gonna be live here,
really live.
Hopefully, and then you can write us your questions. We're very glad about that.
See you.
See you. Bye.